Hello, everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were just a couple minutes out. This is fucking nice.
I'm glad you like it.
Bright as shit.
Hello, Dave Larson. Hello, Mike.
Nice.
I'm glad you like it. Hang on.
Bright as shit.
Cut my. Hello, Dave Larson. All right, there we go. Got rid of the echo. How are you guys? I saw that, Dave. I don't know why there wasn't anything sent out on that one. And I'm waiting to see if anything gets sent out on this one, so I don't know.
Give me a minute.
Okay, thank you.
We have a lot of the same people, but
well, you've got a lot more than I do. So.
Yeah, but sometimes I get more notices than just because of my channel's a little bigger.
So today's stream is going to be all about the wonderful, amazing, talented, super funny, and ever complicated Robin Williams. And there's actually a little bit of a giveaway for those that stick around for the stream. You have a chance to win something from Mama Redneck. So might be worth it. You never know. So yeah, I'll wait a little bit until a few more people come in. Oh, you got both notices this time? That's good, Dave. Hey, Christy. Yeah, you get 3 every 24 hours. So I know I did like 2 storm videos, so that kind of took that up. But if you didn't get, really a link, and you'd like to come up and join this particular stream because you're a particular fan of Robin Williams, or you just really like him, want to throw in your 2 cents worth, you're more than welcome to just let me know and I'll get you up here. I didn't send out a lot of notices or invites because we were running really late from Ken's appointment. So just let me know. Not a problem. How are you, Christy? I love that picture of him. I just think that is such a handsome picture. That's one of my, I mean, he looked good anyway, but that's one of my more favorite ones. Oh, thank you, Dave. All right, Mike, let me pop you a link. Hang on a second. I've got some things I'm going to run through, some things I want to talk about and stuff before we start having a general conversation. Hey, Joshua, good to see you. Nice to have you in chat, buddy. There we go. We're back here. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a slideshow. There's Robin Williams in The Fisher King, one of his most amazing roles. He took that role and he embraced it to the point that he actually had to step away from acting for about a year to get himself back.
Wow.
So kind of crazy. Appreciate it, Ken. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read some things, just some informational things about Robin Williams. Um, so, Robin McLaurin Williams, born July 21st, 1951, died August 11th, 2014. Let's see. I'm gonna skim through this real quick. As you all might know, he committed suicide at age 63. And the reason that he committed suicide was because he had something called Lewy body dementia. And that is a particularly evil type of dementia that attacks, causes you to, like all forms of dementia, causes you to lose yourself. But it also can cause you to become violent with the people that you love. And, he didn't want that. And so he chose to take his own life. And, I can't blame him for that at all. I might go that same route if I was faced with that. So, let's see. So his father, we'll give you some background. His father was a senior executive in Ford's Lincoln Mercury division. His mother was a former model whose great grandfather was a Mississippi senator and governor, Anselm J. McLaurin. Rob Williams had two older half-brothers, a paternal half-brother, Robert, and a maternal half-brother, McLaurin. That's a definite family name there, you can tell. He was English, French, German, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. He was raised in the Episcopalian faith. In an early television interview on Inside the Actors Studio in 2001, he credited his mother as an important early influence on his humor, and part of it was because he tried to make her laugh to get attention. So, kind of a good way to start out life. If you're funny and you know it, then why not, Hello, Hannah. Good to see you. Hello, Donna. Let me change picture there. Let's see. I don't want to read this whole thing to you because it's, you guys can go read the Wikipedia thing if you really want to. I'm just trying to pick out some things. Like this one. At the time of his graduation from high school in 1969, he was voted most likely not to succeed and funniest by his classmates. He studied political science at first in college and dropped out to pursue acting. Studied theater for 3 years at the College of Marin, a community college in Kentfield, California. He eventually attained a full scholarship to the Juilliard School. Wow. He and Christopher Reeve were in the same class. William Hurt and Mandy Patinkin were also his classmates. So that's an incredible group of people right there. Wouldn't you like to see them all in a movie together, right? Yeah. Let's see. one of his Christopher Reeve remembers his first impression of Williams when they were new students at Juilliard. He wore tie-dyed shirts with tracksuit bottoms and talked a mile a minute. I'd never seen so much energy contained in one person. He was like an untied balloon that had been inflated and immediately released. I watched in awe as he virtually careened off the walls of the classrooms and hallways. To say that he was, quote, on would be a major understatement.
Yeah.
And anybody that's seen him act, that pretty well describes him. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what else there is here. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, if you guys really want, you can go and read the Wikipedia. I'm just trying to pull some kind of interesting stuff. David Letterman, who knew Williams for 40 years, recalls seeing him first perform as a new comedian at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, where Letterman and other comedians had already been doing stand-up. He came in like a hurricane, said Letterman, who said he then thought to himself, holy crap, there goes my chance in show business. Williams said that partly due to the stress of performing stand-up, he started using drugs and alcohol early in his career. He neither drank nor took drugs while on stage, but occasionally performed while hungover from the previous day. During the period he was using cocaine, he said it made him paranoid while performing on stage. And it's really funny because some of his funniest stuff was the drunk, drugged, high, imitations that he did, because he was pretty good at it, but he was always sober when he was on the stage. Let's see. So, as we all probably know, one of the first things that he did, he was in on the Laugh-In revival. If y'all remember the show Laugh-In, he was on the revival of that, and then he appeared on the cast of the Richard Pryor Show, and he was eventually cast by Gary Marshall as Mork in the 1978 episode of the TV series Happy Days, My Favorite Orkin. And he was actually a last-minute replacement for a departing actor. And so, and for his interview or his audition, he sat on his head, and he just impressed the producer so much with his improvisation and his quirky sense of humor. And if you ever get a chance to see some of the scripts from Mork and Mindy, you will realize that a lot of his lines were never written. He improv'd 90% of what he did on that show. So I think that's what made it so much fun to watch, because it was so real and just off the cuff.
Nanu.
What's that?
Nanu.
Nanu. Yeah.
I grew up with that,
I had the rainbow, what are they called? Wow, I completely, they go over your shoulder and hold your pants up.
No.
Come on, you know what they are. Suspenders.
Oh, suspenders. I have some too.
Yeah, I had the rainbow suspenders with the little arrow and all that, the hand pointing one way and all that stuff. Yeah, I had all that.
I got them from a mechanic.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, because I like to hold my pants up. No.
Oh, goodness. I need to come back in here and say hi to everybody. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Wow. Okay, so we've got, there's Hannah, Dave. Oh, there's Seth. Hello, Seth.
I'm one of them guys. I wear belt and suspenders.
Yep.
Yeah.
David Lopez. Hello.
Well, not anymore. But
Hello, Wendy. Good to see you. Wendy says, Shazbat.
yeah.
Nanu and Shazbat. Hello, Max.
Every time you say that, it bursts out laughing.
Yep. Okay, let me switch back over to this. one of the, I mean, he's done over 60 films. Not to mention the dozens and dozens of comedy specials and 2-hour things that he did that were just his stand-up. One of the more interesting things that he did, he was in an episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and excuse me, it was creepy. Like, the only other time I've seen him be that creepy was in 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah, I had not seen either one of those.
They're both good just to see him kind of out of his element.
Yeah.
So, oh goodness, sorry guys. The first film role credited to Robin Williams is a small part in the 1977 low-budget comedy I Can Do It Till I Need Glasses. His first starring performance, however, was as the title character in Popeye. Then he went on to star as a leading character in The World According to Garp. And then other smaller films such as The Survivors and Club Paradise. Although he said those two roles did not help advance his film career. Oh, thank you.
Wasn't he bipolar?
I know it's uncomfortable when you can't stop coughing.
Yeah.
Or sneezing.
As far as I know, he wasn't bipolar, but he did deal with like mental illness issues, mostly due to his drug and alcohol abuse.
Okay.
At least that's my understanding.
I thought I heard it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So
I heard him say he was panic all the time.
Can anybody name his first major breakthrough role? I'll give you a hint. It was in 1987. Yeah, Max, if you want to see him scary, check out 1 Hour Photo. Definitely. But 1987, who remembers what his big breakout role was? And if you can say the main line from it, you get extra points. Come on, guys. Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah, my favorite movie.
Yep.
The ending was kind of sad, but
that movie was just crazy.
yeah.
And so a lot of his best roles were not funny. They were not meant to be funny. Dead Poet Society is amazing. It left me wrecked. It was just so good. And Good Will Hunting, same thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It affected me very, very deeply. Awakenings, True Story, and his character did work to figure out how to wake up coma patients, and for a short time he gave them the ability to live their life and see their family again and stuff. And sadly, they slowly went back into the comas, but it brought hope, and it was just amazing. And then I already mentioned The Fisher King.
Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, Bicentennial Man was just it was that I loved that one just to watch his character grow from a household appliance to a loved family member,
Yeah.
But so I mean, and we could go on and on about his, role.
Right.
That was one of my damn favorite shows, dude.
Which one?
Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
I freaking loved it. When I first started the Redneck Connection, I used to shout, "Good evening, Rednecks."
Yeah.
because I love it so much.
So,
All right, I'll see you in the chat.
all right. Of course, who can forget Aladdin? That role was actually written specifically for him. And at first he refused to do it because it was a Disney movie, and he didn't want the studio to profit by selling merchandise based on the movie. He finally accepted the role with certain conditions, and he said he was doing it basically because he wanted to be part of the animation tradition. He wanted something for his children. One deal is, I just don't want to sell anything, as in Burger King, as in toys, as in stuff. Well, his character, the toys from his character were probably the most popular, but and then if you have never seen Ferngully, I would say go see Ferngully. It is just a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's animation. Robots is fun. Happy Feet I haven't seen, but I'm going to.
Is in that?
What's that?
Oh, he did a voice acting for it.
Yeah.
My brain.
So after his death, 4 films were released. Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, which is excellent. A Merry Friggin' Christmas, which I haven't seen. Boulevard, and Absolutely Anything. And those last 3 I haven't seen, so I'm looking forward to finding them and watching them.
Yeah, he did Teddy Roosevelt on the horse. Pretty cool.
Yes. In both of the Night at the Museum movies, he did an excellent Teddy Roosevelt too. I was so impressed. So a little bit of personal stuff about Robin Williams. They had a son, Zach, born in 1983. Let's see. Then he had 2 more children, Zelda Ray and Cody Allen. And then in 2019, Zach and his fiance announced the birth of their son, McLaurin McKinney Clement Williams, named after Robin. It was Robin's first grandchild, and unfortunately he wasn't around to see him, but apparently he looks a lot like Robin, so I can't wait till he grows up a little bit and we can kind of see what he looks like. A little trivia: his favorite book as a child was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh yeah, it's a good book. A good book.
Yeah. His daughter Zelda was named after the title character from the game The Legend of Zelda. He was a big fan of anime and collecting figures. His daughter described him as a figurine hoarder. He was also a devoted cyclist, having taken up the sport as a substitute for drugs. So, yeah, he found a good thing to do with, his pent-up energy.
I used to ride 10 speeds a lot back in the day.
Right on.
Yeah.
He was also a lifetime supporter of the Democratic Party, just in case you were wondering. In 86, he teamed up with Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Crystal to found Comic Relief USA. They devoted an annual HBO television benefit devoted to the homeless. It has raised $80 million as of 2014. He also made benefit appearances to support literacy and women's rights, along with appearing at benefits for veterans. He was a regular on the USO circuit, where he traveled to 13 countries and performed to approximately 90,000 troops. after his death, the USO thanked him for all he did for the men and women of our armed forces. Williams and his second wife, Marcia, founded a philanthropic organization called the Winfield Foundation to raise money for many charities. In 2010, in response to the Canterbury earthquake, he donated all the proceeds of his Weapons of Self-Destruction Christchurch performance to help rebuild the New Zealand City Hall. Or the New Zealand City, not the City Hall, the city. So he helped to rebuild Christchurch, New Zealand. So that's a pretty incredible thing to do, to help rebuild an entire city, you know. He also supported St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And as we all probably know, he had a drug and alcohol problem, which he was able to deal with. And, he had a hard time maintaining sobriety with alcohol, but he never returned to using cocaine. So, he struggled his whole life with alcohol, especially. Let's see. And as I said, after his death, an autopsy revealed, and this disease is only found on autopsy, so it's kind of sad that way. He knew he had dementia, he just didn't know what kind. And the autopsy revealed that he had diffuse Lewy body dementia, which had been wrongly diagnosed as Parkinson's.
Oh.
So, but anyway, so okay, now I got to go back and read chat because I just missed a lot of stuff in chat. Yeah, Donna says, I loved Robin Williams and how he done the different voices. Yep, he was ultimately talented. Hello, Joseph Menth. And if I miss anybody, I'm really sorry. Hey, there's my co-host. Hey, Dreams. Yeah, Patch Adams is a good one.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. I'm just peeking through. Ken, I'm getting quite a few of them from Dreams on the computer, on the external hard drive. So there's quite a few of them we can watch. I'm just looking through what I missed in chat. The Birdcage, Max, yes. The Birdcage was a fantastic movie. Yeah, that was so good.
There's probably a bunch of them on. Today's his anniversary, right? Of his death?
Yeah, today is the 6th anniversary of his death.
There's probably a bunch on HBO or wherever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet. I will.
So for those of you that have just come in or come in since I started chattering on, hang on, let me drop that down. Hi, everybody.
Hi there.
Along with having hopefully a wonderful discussion about a very incredible, talented man, we are having our first Mama Redneck giveaway at the end of this stream. So if you stick around, you have a chance to win something from Mama Redneck. So,
hi, Wendy. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mike.
How you doing, James?
How are you feeling, Dreams? Not good?
I have a headache.
Oh, it's worse than a headache.
Oh, that's not good.
Not a bad one, but yeah, I hate headaches.
Ew.
The one we were talking about this morning.
And I'm still blowing my nose, kind of.
Oh, yeah. No, Gemma, I did not know that. And welcome. It doesn't surprise me, but I didn't know that.
That was late. Sorry.
That is okay. So are you interested in doing the next section about, do you have anything put together about the Lewy body syndrome? Okay. That's fine. I've got his wife's article up here. His wife wrote an amazing article. And I'm not going to. Oh, I got you, Wendy. I understand that.
I do that sometimes.
He was diagnosed about a year before he died. Wow. It's amazing. I mean, it was not amazing that he got through life, being an undiagnosed autistic person. He was so talented. He found ways to cope and deal with it, you know. And of course, he comes from a time when autism was not widely known, was not widely diagnosed. And a lot of times, if it was profoundly autistic people, that were unable to deal with everyday life in any way, shape, or form. So it doesn't surprise me that he was a late diagnosis. But so I want to bring up a little bit. I want to kind of share a little bit about Lewy body syndrome, or Lewy body disease, because it's actually has been the cause of multiple suicides. And actually, Dreams, if you could, would you be willing to find the suicide hotline number for possibly both the United States and, if you can, Australia and the UK? I don't know if you can or not, but I'd like to be able to at least get those up in the chat a few times so people have access to them. What's that?
It's in the phone books too.
Yep. So Robin Williams had this a deadly, little known but deadly disease, Lewy body disease. He died from suicide at 2014 at the end of an intense, confusing, and relatively swift persecution at the hand of this disease's symptoms and pathology. He was not alone in his traumatic experience with this neurologic disease. Almost 1.5 million people nationwide are suffering with it right now. His case was apparently extreme. The 4 doctors that his wife met with that reviewed his records indicated that his was one of the worst pathologies he had seen. He had lost about 40% of the dopamine neurons, and almost no neurons were free of Lewy bodies throughout his entire brain and brainstem. So that basically, if you don't have dopamine, dopamine helps keep you happy. Without dopamine, you get more and more depressed and more paranoid and all that. And if none of the neurons in his brain were free of Lewy bodies, that means his entire brain was affected and he was going downhill very fast. So, and 1 in 6 people is affected by brain disease in general. So that's a lot of people. He just happened to be one that was affected by something that's relatively rare. I'm just kind of running through this really quick.
Towards the end of his life, he but his mind worked. He put all of his socks, all of his watches individually in socks.
Yep.
And he brought them to his friend to watch. And I was just, whoa.
Yeah. So some of the symptoms that Robin Williams had of Lewy body disease, fear and anxiety skyrocketing to the point that it was alarming. And it was after Robin died that his wife discovered that sudden and prolonged spike in fear and anxiety can be an early indication of Lewy body disease. He was tested for other things, including diverticulitis, but the results were negative. By that winter, he was having problems with paranoia, delusions, looping, where you get stuck thinking the same thought over and over and over again, insomnia, memory issues, and high cortisol levels, just to name a few, were really kicking his butt. And psychotherapy and other medical help was becoming a constant in trying to manage and maintain these seemingly disparate conditions. They couldn't figure out what was keeping everything, what made everything stick together as one condition. They couldn't figure it out. Let's see. I'm just surfing through this really quick because I don't want to read the whole thing. He had a high sensitivity to medication, and sometimes his reactions were unpredictable, which is apparently a common theme in people with Lewy body disorder. He, during the filming of Night at the Museum 3, he was having trouble remembering even one line for his scenes. Well, just 3 years prior, he had played a full 5-month season of the Broadway production Bengal Tiger at the Baghdad Zoo, often doing 2 shows a day with hundreds of lines and not one mistake. This loss of memory and inability to control his anxiety was devastating to him.
I imagine so.
Yeah. Oh, it would be so horrible. Sorry, like I said, I'm just kind of surfing through this really quick to see. He kept telling his wife he wanted to reboot his brain. They kept testing his urine, blood, cortisol levels, lymph nodes, brain scans, looking for a possible tumor. Cardiologist checked his heart. Everything came back negative except the high cortisol levels.
So, one of the things that you're gonna find out when you watch the concerts he did, he did have heart surgery at one.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
And because he made fun of it being a bovine heart or part of a bovine heart.
I think it was a bovine valve, if I remember right. Yeah. So on May 28th, he was diagnosed of I believe 2014. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, falsely. And he kept asking the neurologist, do I have Alzheimer's, dementia? Am I schizophrenic? And they kept saying, no. But he seemed to know that there was something else really wrong. He continued doing all the right things, therapy, physical therapy, bike riding, working out with his trainer, 12-step work, meditation, yoga, self-hypnosis, but nothing seemed to alleviate his symptoms for very long. But throughout all of this, he was clean and sober, which is just awesome to me. It's absolutely amazing.
Considering that he went through rehab several times.
Yeah, his last rehab was in 2014. But before that, he was clean and sober. He had like a weekend where he went out and got drunk and decided to just go into really?
Yeah.
I just lost the word. Rehab. Go into rehab as a way of like making sure he was okay. You know, he just wanted to not let it get worse.
I think his committing suicide was his way of making sure his family didn't have to see him deteriorate.
Well, I've read in several articles that he felt himself getting out of control and violent with his family, and that was the last thing he wanted.
Yeah.
He throughout all of the stuff he was dealing with, they still thought he had Parkinson's disease. He had a tremor in his left hand, and he had a slow shuffling gait. Couldn't find the words that he wanted in conversations. He had terrible insomnia. He would actually get stuck, like he was frozen, and he couldn't move. And when he finally could move, he was just frustrated. And then he was beginning to have trouble with visual and spatial things in the way of judging distance and depth. And then add to that the loss of basic reasoning. So he was just becoming more and more confused. And, you know, they were still trying to figure out what was going on. He never, throughout the course of this, he had nearly all of the 40 plus symptoms of Lewy body disease, except for hallucinations. But his wife says that about a year after he died, she was speaking with one of the doctors who reviewed his records, and it was apparent that he most likely did have hallucinations, but he had kept that to himself. So he had all the symptoms of this disease.
Huh.
So
I'm wondering if part of his symptoms contributed to how he performed. And
very well could have.
because, you know, he was everywhere. He was everywhere.
Yeah. But I got to read this. As the second week in August approached, it did seem his delusional looping was calming down. Maybe the switch in medication was working. We did all the things we love on Saturday day and into the evening, and it was perfect, like one long date. By the end of Sunday, I was feeling that he was getting better. When we retired for sleep in our customary way, my husband said to me, "Good night, my love," and I waited for my familiar reply. And waited for my familiar reply, "Good night, my love." His words still echo through my heart today. Monday, August 11th, Robin was gone. So there's a lot more in this article, and I can put a link to this in the description of this chat, so
There's
you guys
of
can go through and read, because there's a lot of stuff in here that you might want to just take the time to sit down and read. But so I will definitely put the link to that. But it's just an excellent article written by his wife, and it's definitely well worth the read. All right, let me.
Donna said something that I think we need to address. Donna said that she thanked you and me for helping her through her illness. I think I'd like to say thank you to Donna for helping me through mine too.
Well, you know, that's a lot of what I try to make this channel about, is just helping other people in whatever way we can. You know, I don't have a lot of money, but yesterday I went and picked up a friend and took her to the store for groceries, and took her to the pawn shop so she could pawn something to get groceries. And, you know, it's all about just helping other people. So I'm glad that we can just pass that around to each other.
You know, I'm going to be very honest with you, and I talked to Donna, and Donna has been helping me the last 3 days very strong. I understand and I relate to what Robin Williams went through about suicide thoughts.
Yep. Hello,
As
Roy.
my pain goes up, like
Yeah.
last night was really hard.
Yeah.
I do think about ending it all on a daily basis. I know those demons.
Yep.
And
Gemma,
Donna point blank told me
Gemma, thank you for the.
the links, the
Now,
number.
I don't know how UK phone numbers work. Is it 116123 is the number? Is that what I'm reading?
But anyway, I'd like to personally thank Donna for really working with me and talking to me because I did have strong suicide thoughts, and that's a daily business. And being in this community, I'm learning how to reach out more than I have before. It's a hard thing for me personally to do, is to reach out, especially when I reach out, I get treated so badly.
Yeah. Well, that hopefully that doesn't happen here.
You
So,
guys don't. You guys don't, and I love you guys. And for him to pick on me, I love that. I really do. I respond to that.
So we've got Dreams put up the National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
I found a Wikipedia link for suicide prevention hotlines
And
international.
I can put a link to that in the description too. That there's literally a list of international suicide hotlines. Gemma says 116123 is the Samaritans UK suicide text hotline. So that's pretty cool that you can text somebody.
Especially if people have a hard time communicating. That text line is awesome. Gemma, thank you. I love you so much for that.
We've got Lifeline Australia, 131114. All right. And if any of you guys that are putting numbers in the chat, if you'd be willing to come back after the chat is over and drop them in as a comment, I would really appreciate it. That would just help it be available for anybody that happens to stumble upon it and they go, oh, Australian Lifeline. Okay, I can call that, because I'm in Australia. So if you would be willing to come back and share those numbers in the comments after the stream is over, it would be very much appreciated. Yeah, Ken, their numbers are different than ours. America, we have 7 numbers. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, if it's a text, it's even different. Yeah, Donna says, goes to show you folks, doctors ain't always correct. Yeah, I had a doctor not be correct with me and miss a stroke.
I had him tell me 6 months before I had cancer that I didn't have cancer, and I had cancer already.
Yep.
When this happened to me, I was literally in pain with a blood clot in my leg, and nobody listened to me. And I was with that blood clot in my lower leg for 4 days before somebody finally took attention to it. And then when I went to the hospital, they did ultrasound. That's when they found the blood clot on my calf.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those. They're scary.
And they're painful.
Yeah.
And but by the time I got to the hospital, they said that the nerve damage because of the 4 days had already happened, and I've never walked without helping again.
Upper or lower leg?
Lower.
Hannah, we had a conversation. You and I had a conversation about one of those such doctors just yesterday. So.
Yeah, I've had both.
Okay, I definitely appreciate you guys being willing to come back and put those in. Because yes, we're talking about Robin Williams, and then focusing on the Lewy body syndrome because it's a very rare degenerative thing. But anybody can feel suicidal. You can be perfectly healthy and just have shit fall down around you, and it can make you feel suicidal. It's not.
And you feel like you're a burden to everyone you know.
But it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to think, oh, you don't need to deal with me. It's something to absolutely get help for. Call one of those numbers, call 211 in the phone book.
I had a double P once, Wendy.
There's a lot of different ways you can get that kind of help, even if you call a police officer. I mean, literally, in the United States, you can call 911 and tell them you are suicidal, and they send somebody to come help you. I know they will because they did it for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. That you guys are going to love Seth more for. Seth actually called the suicide hotline for me, on me, his phone when he had a phone. He said, "Mom, here, someone wants to talk to you."
Good for him. Good for
My son, But Ken, I can honestly tell you why people love you enough to subscribe to you. Because you are real.
Yep.
Because you are not something you pretend to be. You keep it real. You keep it yourself. You make people feel welcome. You make people feel loved, and you make people feel worthwhile.
Yep.
And I could tell you this every day until the cows come home, how amazing you are and how wonderful you are. And for my entire family, not have anything to do with me or Seth. And then we find this thing called the redneck community because of Dave Larson. And then we feel welcome on the second night. Susan had me up on her piano.
Yep.
Just made me and my son feel so freaking welcome. And that means a lot, especially when the people in our real life we don't see and they don't want to see. They don't want to see us.
Well, my best friend brought up something to me today. She was discussing like the day that Robin Williams took his life. She was discussing with one of her friends, the whole situation, and he said, "Wow, he was happy all the time. Does that mean I need to worry about you?" Talking about her, and she looked at him and went, "Well, duh."
Yeah.
The happiest people in your life may very well be hiding it, and you don't know unless you stop assuming that they are happy and bubbly and funny all the time, because nobody's on all the time. Nobody's funny all the time. Everybody has their rough patches and their bad days, and everybody struggles. And I think what a lot of people missed was that Robin Williams was fighting his own demons and struggles for his entire life. And at the end, it was too much. There was just too much there to ask him to handle. After everything he'd already been through, it was just too much.
Yeah.
And, I just respect him so much. And I absolutely miss him as an actor. I wish that he could have been one of those actors that was 90 years old and still acting,
Yep.
But I'm absolutely grateful for the multiple dozens and dozens and dozens of movies he did, and all of the live stuff we have to watch him in, and I'm grateful that he shared his talent with us.
I want to tell you guys something that's gonna make you laugh. My mom, when I was 12, she bought me the only album he ever did, Robin Williams' Wild Reality, what a concept, thinking that it was something to do with Mork and Mindy.
Oh my goodness.
No, I listened to that album until I wore it out.
Yep.
Yep. Wore the sound right off it.
Well, it had a lot of stories on it, and
All right, can't tell Bob hi.
and had nothing to do with Mork and Mindy.
Does anybody else want to come up and just open this up and
Reminisce.
talk about our favorite movies, talk about TV that he did, whatever you want to talk about, really. Let's just make this a good stream honoring him and the work he did, and if you need to talk about other stuff, we're here. So absolutely, whatever you need or want to talk about, we are here for that.
Oh, remember when I said about the cancer and it got overlooked because of the fibro?
Oh,
And
wow.
I didn't go get my
Fibro too?
Yeah, he does.
big time.
Like I have fibromyalgia too.
And, it buries a lot of your symptoms, But also, I did not go get my PSA test because I'm an idiot. By the time I left the office, I forgot they told me to go do it.
Well, when is your next PSA test?
I just had one.
Good.
It's fine now. I'm cured, basically.
Okay.
At least not for for a while. It'll come back eventually.
One of my favorite movies that Robin Williams did was The World According to Garp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry. Okay, Hannah, are we hooked? Oh, we're on. I can get you on. Oh, holy hell! Facebook. I can get you on Facebook. Does anybody else care to come up and join the chat? Sorry, this stroke that I had affects my ability to
Susan,
pick my
we
words.
love you. It may matter more to you than us, but
You're doing pretty good, Susan. Don't
you're doing darn good.
Drives me freaking crazy.
just keep using your brain. It'll get better.
Oh yeah, that's what I keep, and I don't give up on finding the word anymore. Now I keep searching my brain until it pops up.
Also, that's another fibro thing too. Just to
Well,
let you know.
Yeah, I do occasionally have that with fibro, but not like this. Not at all like this.
After 2 strokes, my second stroke, I built this PC. You can come back from it.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
I think I need to hook everybody up with Giga Tribe.
Oh, right on, yeah.
You know how I got those Robin Williams movies at that time? I didn't download them. I converted them.
Oh, wow.
My friend who used to work at CNN, and she was a DJ, and she knew all of the blues singers and stuff like that. She gave me a little ins and outs and secrets of her DJ trade.
Cool.
I converted them from YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now they don't have full movies. Glad that I did. It took me a month to do all those, but glad I did.
Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that.
My brother used to actually compress movies. He had some kind of program that would compress them. He could put like 5 movies on one CD, not a DVD, a CD. Don't know how.
One of the things I'm kicking myself about is I no longer have reality what a concept in MP3. I need to find it again.
Yeah. I wasn't interested in it, so I didn't get it.
Absolutely, Donna. More reason to love Robin Williams. With everything that he struggled through, the brilliance that he showed, and the depth that he brought to every character he played. I mean, it. And if you ever like watch something like, watch Dead Poet Society, and then turn around and watch that episode of Law and Order SVU, it's like the most amazing 180 in an actor I've ever seen. It's crazy. It is just or 1 hour photo or whatever. So
I think this needs to be a yearly event, Susan.
I think we could make it that way.
You could.
Also, I would love to celebrate the day of his birth too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Max, I think you're right. He was done. He was done, and that's so understandable. So,
Well, without saying my first name, which I won't, I was meant to be a Robin Williams fan. Susan knows the reason why. I live in Colorado. Mork and Mindy was filmed outside in Boulder.
Yeah.
yep.
I married someone who his nephew gave him a side-by-side picture comparison. My husband looks just like Robin Williams now.
Yep.
And
Max, if you watch 1 hour photo, do yourself a favor, get a big bowl of popcorn so you can sit there and go. Because that's all you're going to do. You're not going to want to go pee during it. You're not, even though it's like on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, or streaming, you're not going to want to stop watching it. You're just going to want to sit there and stuff your face with popcorn and go, holy shit, I can't believe this is Robin Williams. It's suspenseful. I wouldn't call it scary, maybe a little touch of scary, but it's more suspenseful and just downright fucking creepy. He is absolutely creepy in that movie.
I do have it.
Wendy, I'm wearing mine right now.
But knowing that the Mindy character and Robin and Mork and Mindy, I have her last name now.
Yep.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yep, Jerry Robin played Mrs. Doubtfire. Let me bring that lovely picture up. Isn't that beautiful? Love that picture.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have known it was him.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
They did such a great job on the outfit.
Well, Hannah, I'm halfway seeing you, but it says your devices aren't connecting.
Give it a second.
Nope, there she goes. Oops.
Takes a while if you're near to live streaming for other connections to happen. Okay, you guys are gonna. I need you guys help with something. The way my mind has been going, I almost threw away all of my coloring supplies because I'm like, why am I even doing this?
Oh, don't do that. No.
I talked to Tom about it. Tom goes, because when you post, it makes people happy.
Yeah.
Tom goes, that's your gift. You are good, and you're only getting better at what you do.
Yes. Hi, Frugal. Good to see you, buddy.
And we reached out to my own husband about what I was feeling about coloring. He goes, nope. Somebody, what does he do? Buys me some more coloring.
Good. Good. I'm glad. And you may not feel like doing it today or tomorrow, but you'll feel like doing it again, and you'll be glad that he didn't let you throw that stuff out.
Yeah.
That's the one even let me throw that stuff out.
Good.
Well,
They
you said,
both know it's really healthy for you.
Yeah, it keeps your mind off the pain sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Helps a lot.
well, just, I'm proud of what I did, but sometimes I'm like, why am I even doing it?
It's a good thing to take your mind off of it, and you are talented enough that you could frame that stuff and give it as gifts or frame it and sell it. I don't know. I don't know what the restrictions on that kind of thing are for copyright, but
I did sell one.
Did you?
I did about a year and a half ago to one of my HS sisters.
Right on.
She paid me $30 for one of my colorings on a cardstock.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
You're pretty
Thank
good
you, Jerry. Appreciate that. So, do y'all want to know what you can possibly win if you stick around to the end of the stream?
Yeah. Can't see it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't want to open it all the way. I don't want to open it so it's not like sterile, but
Miss
I can go get mine and show you.
Miss Doubtfire.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get mine and show you so you can actually see it.
You might want to take that image off so we can see each other.
Mrs. Doubtfire is staring at me.
Yeah.
Lord. She knows everything about me, I think.
Mike, thank you for talking to.
What?
Thank you for talking to.
Talking what?
Talking to me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Chloe, come on.
Oh, I'm a good listener sometimes.
Now you are.
If you ever have trouble sleeping, I can put you right to sleep.
Where you last night?
Green screen. Get rid of the green screen.
I used to talk to a DJ friend of mine in Chicago. She wasn't a real DJ, but she was for the DJ online radio station I knew. And I put her right to sleep every time.
All right, guys. You have your chance to win your very own Mama Redneck mask.
Yay!
So if you want one of these, stick around till the end of the stream. And I'm actually going to have one of the dogs pick the winner.
Yeah.
So I have a little system for doing that, and it's rather fun. Oops, somebody's in the basement. Hi, Hannah. Sorry,
Hi, Hannah. First time I've seen you. Nice to meet you.
Everybody, this is Hannah. I have known Hannah for 11 years, did we figure out?
Yep.
She was one of the first people I met here in Rapid City, so.
Cool.
So what's your favorite Robin Williams movie?
Honestly, all of them.
Right.
I love all of them. They're the best. I can't really pick one out right now.
If I had to pick, What Dreams May Come is always at the top of my list. That's always number one for me.
Is that the one where all the flowers and shit, like he's in heaven, but...
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was one of his movies. I get confused quite a bit.
Yep. Oh, so here is the brand new, still in the package mask for whoever wins. So that's funny. Donna,
Dave is offering Chloe pizza.
Dave says, Chloe, pick me, I'll give you treats. And Donna says, Dave, no bullying Chloe. Shame, shame.
Wait for Thursday, by the way.
Yes, Jerry, Robin has 3 kids. And his oldest, his son, actually has a child, has a son of his own who is named after Robin.
Oh,
I never knew that. I didn't even think he had kids.
Yep.
And he named his daughter after the video game, Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. Yep, he named her Zelda after Legend of Zelda.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
I don't know what his other child's name is.
I think it's Cole.
Cole Porter?
Ah, Mork and Mindy, yes. Nanu,
Nanu,
Shazbot, and all that stuff.
On one night on his stand-up specials, he goes, people keep on asking me to do Nanu, and he goes, I Nanu no more.
Donna says she likes the movie RV because it was about how close him and his son were. I actually have not seen that movie, and I need to.
Let me see if I got it.
Honestly, I think Mrs. Doubtfire was one of my favorite movies.
I got it, Susan.
Got what?
RV.
Oh, okay. I think I'm downloading it from you.
Yep, RV is really good. Yeah, I like Miss Doubtfire because it shows that a person can do anything about just anything.
Yep.
Yeah, at least he got to see his kids,
Yeah.
That was kind of
He dressed up as an old lady to, be there.
Yep.
And that's amazing. Just knowing that,
Yep, Jerry, Robin was a granddad. Unfortunately, it was after he died. We never got to meet the grandbaby, but
I'm wondering if his grandson would grow up and take his place as. I like to see at least something like that.
Well, that would be kind of neat if
Any comical.
If that ability passed down.
Yeah.
I got you set up.
Ken's right though. Morning Vietnam.
Oh, the guy that he played, Adrian Cronauer, just died last year.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I saw that. Yeah.
For me to remember names, that's
pretty good.
People kept saying all day, the stuff I was watching, Ozzy died today. I don't know if it's true or not. Does anybody know?
Ozzy?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Hold on.
Ozzy Osbourne died?
That's probably a rumor, but hang on a minute. Let me look.
I need to verify this one. What?
I knew Ozzy Osbourne was struggling through ammonia, I think it was.
Parkinson's.
He's gotten way better.
Well, he's still alive.
Okay.
Thank you. That scared me because I am a huge fan. That made me a little
I
scared.
didn't know if it was real, Donna.
He's still alive.
Dreams.
I don't think Ozzy will ever die, truthfully.
Well, he the ex-wife, she watches The Talk all the time, and his wife is on that. So.
Yep.
No, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy has Parkinson's too.
Yep. My dad has Parkinson's as well, so I watched. Well, I was watched with interest as Robin Williams dealt with what he thought was Parkinson's, and and then like Michael J. Fox has it and Ozzy has it, and so. And
my uncle had it, and his arms would just go like this.
Yep.
Parkinson's.
wanted something, then you get like, you know, it happens. You know.
A lot of the things with Ozzy is everybody thinks he's always drunk or on something.
It's Parkinson's.
He's dying, Parkinson's.
He's sober right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can't even speak because of it.
Yep.
Like,
Then
he mumbles.
deaf and stoned.
Yep.
Doesn't help when you're deaf. Hey, Donna. You know, if I was deaf, I wouldn't be able to talk either. I'd be screaming all the time,
Yep.
like Ozzy.
Yep.
And I do admit that a lot of his problems were drug and caused,
Yeah.
but a lot more of it is Parkinson's related.
Isn't he sober now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
because
been
like back in the
quite
day when it was like 80s, 90s, not even that 70s, he was. I know he was.
Yeah,
They
him
were
and
drug
Jimmy
related.
Wolf.
Somebody posted to his daughter on her Instagram account, "Your dad is dying. I think it's great." They
Wow.
turned around and jumped him.
Well, thank you for
Oh.
letting me know it's not real.
No, no problem. I love Google for that.
Yeah.
My fingers fly. Ask Doris how fast my fingers fly.
I'm a slow typer. You know, I type with one finger. You wouldn't notice it because I do it kind of fast, but that's why I get typos. No depth perception. Keys move. I can't use. I used to type left-handed, even though I'm right-handed. I learned to type playing Diablo, too. You know.
My husband played Diablo until he got hacked.
All right, guys.
Oh.
I'm now writing down everybody that is in the chat right now. So do me a big favor. Even if you are just lurking, if you want a chance to win this lovely Mama Redneck mask, just type something in the chat, even if it's
Type
just
nanu
a
nanu.
number.
Type nanu nanu.
Yep, nanu.
In honor of Robin Williams. Type nanu nanu.
So just let me know that you are here and are interested, and I will write you down. I've got Mike, Dreams, Hannah, Donna, Dave, and Max so far. If you don't say anything in the chat, I'm not going to write you down. Oh, there's Gamer.
Hi, Gamer.
Hi, Gamer.
Wendy. And I'll show you guys how I set this up so my dogs pick the winner. Well, one dog.
I don't have light, but couldn't even see my keyboard because it was too dark. Shazbot. That's another expression.
Yep. Shazbot. I remember being a kid and watching Mork and Mindy and having a very long discussion with my parents about the fact that babies came from the adoption agency, not eggs.
And they weren't adults that gradually regress.
Right. Oh, there's Roy. All right. Welcome, Roy. Good to see you.
They didn't fly from storks.
What's that?
They didn't fly from storks.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
And Mark drinking from his finger.
Yep.
He drank fluids by putting his finger in.
Yep.
Hey, Roy.
I wonder how many kids tried to stick their fingers in their drinks to try to drink.
Me and my friends did it all the time.
Really?
We were just a little weird that way, you know. All right, I know there's more people in the chat than that, so
Yeah.
I think 1, 2, 3,
Not include Nightbot, haha.
9. Okay, I've got 9 listed. but there's 11 in chat. So there's a couple people there that are lurking. If you want a chance to win this mask, you got to speak up soon or forever hold your peace.
And I like your blankie.
Yeah.
I know. I love it. I got it yesterday.
It's a nice
It's
blanket.
so soft.
Isn't that like sleeping in a cloud?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes it is. I wrapped myself up in a burrito last night and I just
No.
my AC was on blast at 62 and then I just let it go and my house was like an ice box and I'm all toasty warm in this blanket.
No.
I need another blanket with the soft edging on it. I decided this last night, so I am now on the hunt because my parents never broke me of my blanket, and I wear them out.
Oh yeah, me too.
These blankets that I got yesterday have stupid green screen. Arr. Hang on. Green screen off.
I can have a Robin Williams question for everyone. How has Robin Williams influenced you or changed you to the point where you are the person you are now?
That's a good question.
What movie influenced you the most?
For me, definitely What Dreams May Come. It opened me up to the fact that heaven may not be this strict Christian version that we have, and that the strict, Catholic or Lutheran or whatever, where they say, oh, if you commit suicide, you're going to hell and all that stuff. I don't believe that. And this movie really helped me to understand what it was that I was believing. It helped me to be able to kind of visualize that in a way that made sense to me. And it made a huge difference in my faith, believe it or not. Lisa is here. Oh, she gets written down.
I'll be right back.
Lisa, hi, doll.
Lisa, you came in just in time to get a chance to win a Mama Redneck mask. But anyway, what I was going to show you, if I can get my dogs off of it, they're trying to take it away from me. The edge of this, do you see that?
Yeah.
It is, the whole thing is like super major soft, but the edge of it is just like almost like velvet.
I need something like that bad in my life when it gets cold here.
That was like basically $10-12 at Sam's Club. So
I may have to send you some money.
I would be happy to do that for you. I would be happy to do that for you. Yeah, all you'd have to do is send me the money. You don't have to send me shipping. I'd have to find out how much because I think I get shipping for free because I'm a Plus member. So I think I get free shipping. So we'll look into that. Hello, Seth. Let me put Seth's name down.
Seth, I was just telling everybody how much you've helped me along the way, and how much when I was so bad with my suicidal thoughts. I kept on telling everyone I was worthless. Why don't you just let me go? And Seth called to the suicide hotline number, and if it wasn't for Seth, I wouldn't be here.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Seth.
I'll talk to you anytime, Dream.
Mike the Fiery Skulls Man is my son in real life.
Yeah, I know.
All right, guys. This is who I've got down. If I missed you, speak up now or forever hold your pieces. Mike, Dreams, Hannah, Donna, Dave, Max, Gamer, Wendy, Roy, Lisa, and Seth. And yeah, so if there's anybody else, say something now because I'm going to start getting these ready for the drawing. Anyone?
You got me. Okay, Bueller.
Bueller? Ah, Max Cobra. All right.
This is what's been going on with me all night, Susan. My sides have been spazzing out so bad from my waist on down.
Oh, that sucks. Glad to see you, Max. Welcome. Oh, all right. And we have Mr. Nick.
Yeah, Nick and I had fun with Doris last night with his new name.
Right on.
We didn't know it was him.
Oh, geez. Well, I keep calling him New Jersey Lawn and Hedge Cutting, and he keeps getting mad at me.
That's what he told Dora last night. He goes, "It's not New Jersey."
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, guys. One more chance. Let me check the
I should do videos. It's not really paint. I just color. I find methods and techniques.
all right, I'm closing her down. I'm going to start getting these ready for the drawing. I got to go find the scissors. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, when I color, there's techniques and how I make. Oh, right on.
This is my secret tool for having the dogs pick.
Yes. I'm so glad I pointed that out yesterday.
Yeah, dogs will do anything for peanut butter.
Yep. Yes, they
You
will.
can't get a dog to eat a pill.
Somewhere along the line
peanut butter
on my channel, I do have a slideshow video on my coloring. It's in my channel, but it's a little deep, buried deep in there.
Hey, get out of my spot. What the
Kenny,
heck?
that was so nice to say to me. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Well,
that's very nice.
I'm hoping to be friends with you for a long, long time. Can't guarantee reliability as anything because of my illnesses and my pain levels.
Yeah. Oh,
That last night I was
I
having a
fixed some of my
pain attack.
broken train cars yesterday.
This is just to get me back into coloring. I'm gonna brag about my coloring a little bit. Doing an eagle for the first time.
Ooh, really? Hang on, let me get rid of myself here.
Ready?
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, that is pretty.
And I'm gonna blend brown in there too, and to finish up that wing, and I'm gonna blend brown in it.
yeah.
Tom loves the eagles, and he specifically asked for it when I was down. He goes, "Can you color that for me?"
Yeah. It's a beautiful picture to pick, too.
But I'm
Yep.
challenging myself to go through a coloring book, that page to page, and get them done.
Hey, I'm doing the same thing. I've been sending letters to my kids. Susan knows that whole ordeal. But I've been writing them letters, and I've been sending them these cool pictures. I got them from the Dollar Tree, honestly, and it's like an adult coloring book kind of thing.
Do you have it handy?
Yes, I do. It's red. Yeah.
Because Susan, you could take me off of highlight and highlight Hannah.
These are like one of the best. This is one of like the most fun book I've ever kind of like, because there's a lot of details to be put.
Yeah, she's got to get me off of highlight.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Here's oh, Nick needs a link. All right, hold on a minute, Nick.
Sometimes I don't want to be on cam, and Donna goes, "Get your butt up there."
and I'm like surprised that this book was $1 because like there's a lot of details. Like I'm starting on this one.
There you go, Nick. All right.
What are you coloring it with?
Colored pencils. I have these big, thick, professional ones. Prang.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a coloring stream, so everybody can jump on panel and color along with me on their stuff.
This is how I'm gonna get the dogs to pick one. I'm gonna smear a little bit of peanut butter inside each paper and fold it over and drop it in the bowl. And then I'll mix them all up really, really good so I have no idea who it is. And whichever one the dog picks out first to lick the peanut butter off of is the one that wins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've done this repeatedly for other stuff when I've like given stuff away here in town and I need a way to pick a winner kind of thing. See, I just do this. Put the peanut butter on there with the name, and I will fold it over and mush it in a little bit, and in it goes. Stay out of that.
Yeah, pick mine right away, dog.
Spike's like, let me take a taste.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hi, Ziggy.
Well, Bodie's pills ran out and he's sick again.
Oh no.
Yeah. But
Can you come reset the cable?
We don't know. Let's take him back to bed. Can't really afford to do, but whatever.
Hello, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
What?
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
How are you?
I'm all right. I've just had the biggest shit of the week.
Wow, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nick, have you met Hannah? Say hi to our dirty Welshman.
Hello.
I'll show you what dirty is.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Oh.
Donna, thank you for keeping on dropping that hotline number. Oh man.
Well, at least he's not taking a shit now.
Thank God. I had fun last night on Dora's stream with you.
Yeah, until Dave Lardar friggin' wrecked it, the dickhead.
I know, right? I told him, Dave, shh. We were trying to give her clues and direct her.
Now, if just in case somebody leaves and I draw them and they're not in the chat, I will draw again because they've got to be in the chat to win. So,
That's
What do you win?
what's that? What do you
What do you
win?
win?
Oh, hang on. I'll show you. I got peanut butter on my finger. Hang on. You win.
No, I'm not going to let.
Susan Ken said Bob says hi and wishes as well. And it's
Oh,
for
awesome.
us both.
You win
Bloody hell,
Okay.
Susan.
a Mama Redneck mask.
I got to admit, Susan, you should keep that up. Big improvement.
Hey, Nick.
I think Nick needs a flying big mask.
Oh, wow. How did I do that?
The winner gets to lick Susan's fingers.
I just touched something and my screen, like the part where you see everybody on panel, just like got twice as big. And for the first time in a month, I can actually see the panel.
Wow.
I don't know what I hit though.
Don't hit it again.
Right?
Leave it be. No touchy.
I've done that myself.
Well, one
Well,
day I hit
wasting
it.
time. Susan will fuck it up anyway.
Yeah, right? One day I hit it and everything got like super duper small.
Yeah.
And that took me about 3 days to figure out. Yeah, the Twilight Zone button. Exactly, Wendy. That's exactly what fucking button it was. The button that you push on accident and can't figure out how to fix what you just fucked up.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, if we ever all find out how to do brain transplants, I want Susan. She's never fucking used it.
Yeah, keep fucking hard.
Nick.
A friend of mine did that with her little mini laptop. And even with a magnifying glass, I could not fix it. I couldn't even make out.
Hey, Mike,
What?
have you been arrested on your knees in the public toilet yet?
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I was waiting for it too.
All right, guys. Are you ready for the big event?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
If I don't win it, it's a bloody fix.
All right. I'm shaking the crap out of these. All right. Ready, Spike?
You got
Come
good
here.
wrist action there, Susan.
Get one.
Oh, hush, Nick.
Get it. Come on. Get it. Get it. Pick one. Come on. Get it. Come on, buddy. You know how this works. What, that one? That one? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Who do we have? Oh, hold on. And we have Dreams.
Hey, cool, awesome.
Yay!
Thank you, Doggers.
Dreams.
You know my address.
Susan,
Yes.
Susan, you'll have to get a balaclava for James. James needs a balaclava.
What the fuck, Nick?
Now I got to give the dogs some real peanut butter so they don't feel like I gypped them.
Yeah.
Where the
You fucking did, you type.
Yeah, truthfully, I've never won anything before until now.
Oh, right on.
I don't enter contests.
I don't either because I don't win jack shit.
Well, I normally don't, right? But one time, this is like 1 in a million chance. I won 6 things on the same stream of one of my Twitch friends. 6 in a row.
Hey,
And it was so confusing that she said, "There's no way in hell you won 6 times in a row." And I only got the
do you want this?
so I just let it slide.
Nice one.
Well, I won something on the stream like 2 months ago. He never sent me anything. So.
Nick, get your phone.
I
What
bet
the
that
fuck?
happened.
All right, so I will get this out in the mail as soon as I have the money, because I'm broke right now. But as soon as I have the money, I will send that out.
That's fine.
Oh. All right.
Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. Try to keep it within the scope of what we were discussing and keep on topic. I appreciate the awesome, fantastic discussion and all of the wonderful memories that you guys shared. And it was just a lot of fun to just sit and talk with people who enjoy the same actor and his talent and all of that. And
Body of work.
so I just appreciate you coming to celebrate today with us, and not really celebrate because this is the day he died, but to honor him and just show appreciation for him.
And awareness for Louis gut-body dementia.
Absolutely. And suicide awareness too.
Yeah.
So, and for those of you that had the numbers, as soon as this stream's ends, you should be able to put them up in the comments. If you would, it would be so appreciated. Just in case somebody comes across this stream later on and goes, you know, hey, I can use one of those numbers. That would be fantastic. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this one down and I'm going to start up just a regular bullshit stream. So,
Anthony's late.
For those of you on panel, I don't know if you can stay or not. I don't know how that works. But
we can try.
I don't think you can because I'm not moving the stream over to somebody else's channel. I'm starting a new one. So give me a couple minutes and I'll start up a new one and send out new links.
Okay.
And y'all are all welcome back. Thank you for participating in the drawing, having a wonderful chat. This was so much fun.
Thanks
See you all later.
It's a highlight
On
of
the next one.